at 1231 Temple Drive, Winter Park, Florida. There's a woman that's a danger to herself and to others right now.
The gentleman is a danger to
Amidst the peaceful communities where life was anticipated to be simple and safe, an unsettling narrative unfolded, mercilessly dismantling the facade of domestic tranquility. This is the chilling story of Michael Redlick, a story marked by a tragic conclusion that would forever change the lives of those involved. In the late 1990s, the Redlick family, like many other middle-class American families, settled into the picturesque communities that promised a life of simplicity and safety. They, like many others, chased the ever-so-elusive American dream, a peaceful suburban life filled with the joys of family, work, and community. Michael Redlick and his wife Danielle embarked on their journey together with high hopes and dreams of a bright future. Michael Redlick, a respected figure at the University of Central Florida, had a bright academic career. Known for his charismatic leadership and his dedication to his students, he made a name for himself in the academic world. Danielle, a talented artist, had met Michael during her college years. They married in 2001 and started a family, which included their 2 children, Julia and Noah. As the years went by, the Redlick family, who lived in Winter Park, Florida, appeared to live a perfect life on the surface. They were admired and respected by their neighbors for being active members of the neighborhood, seemingly free from the turmoil that sometimes shadows suburban families. Danielle Redlick was known in the community as a caring mother, but beneath the facade of their seemingly picturesque life, dark undercurrents were at play. The Redlick family grappled with their own struggles. Arguments fueled by their struggles with alcohol and long-standing marital strife began to unravel the idealized image of their marriage. On a fateful day in January 2019, a quiet and affluent neighborhood in Winter Park, Florida was thrust into the national spotlight due to a tragic and mysterious incident that would ultimately be known as the Michael Redlick Case. Emergency services received a distress call from the Redlick residence. Michael Redlick was found dead, leaving behind a trail of questions. Michael Redlick's lifeless body was discovered, sprawled on the pristine living room floor, sent shivers down the spines of first responders. The room itself, where moments of familial happiness had once unfolded, now bore the scars of a violent struggle. Furniture was disheveled, and personal belongings were scattered haphazardly, like the remnants of a storm. Bloodstains, dark and foreboding, marred the carpeted floor, an ominous testament to the violence that had befallen Michael. As investigators delved deeper into the case, a web of deceit and turmoil began to unravel. Suspicion turned to the person least expected, Danielle Redlick, Michael's wife. The Winter Park Police Department immediately initiated an investigation into Michael's death. The circumstances surrounding the crime scene were far from straightforward. Danielle's initial statements painted a picture of a tragic accident. She claimed that Michael had suffered a fatal injury during a heated argument, leading to her husband assaulting her, prompting her to defend herself. But inconsistencies in her story raised eyebrows. What was meant to be an accident soon started to look like something more sinister. Investigators also discovered that Danielle Redlick had tried to clean the crime scene before contacting law enforcement. This raised suspicions about her innocence. However, the autopsy report revealed a different story. It indicated that Michael's death was not due to a domestic dispute gone wrong, but rather a result of sharp force injuries. He had been stabbed multiple times, leading investigators to believe that his death was a homicide. Danielle Redlick was taken into custody, and the case quickly turned from a domestic dispute to a murder investigation. The arrest of Danielle Redlick sent shockwaves through the Winter Park community. The case would continue to baffle and intrigue investigators and the public alike. As the legal proceedings unfolded, Danielle Redlick hired a defense attorney to represent her. She maintained her innocence, claiming that her husband's death was a tragic accident and not premeditated murder. Her defense team argued that the evidence against her was circumstantial and inconclusive. But as the investigation continued, one revelation added another layer of complexity to this sinister tale. Danielle Redlick, the wife at the center of the investigation, disclosed a haunting detail. Michael Redlick, the victim, was her stepfather. This revelation confused everyone over the already murky circumstances of the case, leaving investigators and the community to grapple with the chilling implications. Evidence mounted against Danielle. Her internet search history included queries about poisons and methods of murder. Her delay in calling 911 added to the growing suspicion. The pieces of the puzzle began falling into place, revealing a darker side to their seemingly perfect life. In 2020, Danielle Redlick's trial began, attracting intense media scrutiny. The prosecution presented its case, emphasizing the financial strain the couple was under and the forensic evidence that pointed toward murder. The defense countered, highlighting the lack of a clear motive and the absence of a murder weapon. As the trial progressed, the depth of the couple's troubled relationship came to light. Arguments fueled by their struggles with alcohol and long-standing marital strife were revealed. Danielle Redlick, the couple's daughter, claimed that the 17-year marriage between Danielle and Michael Redlick was troubled. In 2018, Danielle attempted to file for divorce, but the couple ended up getting back together. Danielle claimed her father was happy with this. Danielle said that her father had made an effort while the couple was separated. She said, "I remember certain times where he would come by and bring her flowers and little gifts while they weren't living together." Michael's pursuit of a successful career often left Danielle feeling neglected and isolated. It was a far cry from a perfect union that many once viewed. On the day of the killing, Danielle allegedly texted her daughter, telling her she should stay at a friend's house due to the fact that the couple was arguing. Danielle Redlick texted, "We're dealing with some stuff here. It might be better to stay over there for a bit." The autopsy report revealed all the small details of the stab wounds Michael had sustained. After weeks of testimonies, evidence, and deliberation, the jury reached a verdict in the Danielle Redlick case. They found her not guilty in the death of Michael Redlick. The verdict was met with a mix of relief and sadness in the Winter Park community, where the tragic tale had played out. The Danielle Redlick case left lasting scars on those involved. The family of Michael Redlick mourned the loss of a beloved husband and father. Danielle Redlick was acquitted, and now she only is on probation, marking the end of a tumultuous chapter in the community's history. The case, however, also reignited the investigation into the death of Laura Pinn, Michael's first wife. It was a haunting reminder that justice had not been served in that case, and it raised questions about whether there was more to the story than initially met the eye. Authorities would work tirelessly to uncover the truth behind Laura's death, providing the possibility of further revelations in the future. The Redlick family story is an illustration of the complexities that exist within the human experience, even in the most peaceful suburban settings. Do you think Michael's wife was innocent, or was all this just a play that worked in her favor? Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Danielle Redlick case. Subscribe if you'd like to see similar content.